Hello, these are my interviews. Hi,
Hi.
it's working. Okay.
Working. Okay, great.
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
No.
Nothing. Never heard of Bitcoin.
Well, that's just very preliminary knowledge.
Okay, so what have you heard?
Really, that it's just a form of payment.
Okay.
That's it.
So it's an online, it's called cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Okay, so there's no physical money. You know, it's all online and it's not backed by any government.
Okay.
So that's all it is, just a little bit different sort of technology.
Cool.
Have you heard about anything about Bitcoin in the news?
Mm-mm.
No? Okay, thank you very much. Hi,
Hello, how are you?
do you know anything about Bitcoin?
Very little.
Could you tell me what you know?
It's a currency, and I should have got into it years ago.
Why should you have gotten into it years ago?
Well, they say that it went up quite a bit from when it first started.
Yes, so 10 years ago you could have bought like 10 Bitcoin for US dollar, and now it's worth $10,000 per US dollar.
Right.
And it
Yeah.
was up to 20,000 at some point.
That's why I wish I would have done it when I first heard about it.
So what would make you buy it now?
Not much. I just don't have the cash. I work.
Okay, so do you know anything about any other cryptocurrencies?
No.
Okay. Do you know who created Bitcoin?
Nope.
There was a guy named Satoshi.
Okay.
Okay, he's some random anonymous guy, and no one knows who he is, but he's a billionaire because he created it.
I bet.
Yeah. Thank you for your time.
That's it.
That's it. Hi.
Hi.
Do you know about Bitcoin?
Yeah, are those the coins that I guess when I used to watch the old westerns, they'd always get a coin and they'd bite it to see if it was real.
If it was real metal.
And then they'd spend the bitcoins. So I guess that's what it's all about.
I think that probably is a definition of Bitcoin.
Yeah.
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 Do you know of a different definition that's more modern of Bitcoin?
No.
No. Okay. So Bitcoin today is actually a currency, just online, and it doesn't have any real dollars or coins, and it's not backed by any government.
Oh.
So probably
Yes.
very similar to way back when, but you can't bite it, unfortunately, today, because you can't touch it.
Yeah. And it doesn't make any sense to me.
The new Bitcoin or the old Bitcoin?
The new Bitcoin.
So you have heard of it.
Oh yeah, I've heard of it, but I
Okay.
just have said it's like
It's out there.
it's out there,
Yeah.
and what value does it have?
Well, I mean, it has value just like any piece of stock. You know, what's the value in a piece of stock?
Yeah,
You know, the stock.
I don't know. I'm a hands-on person. It's what
Yeah.
I want.
Thank you very much. I
You're
appreciate your
welcome.
time.
Okay.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay.
A little bit. I know it's a cryptocurrency.
Okay. Do you own any?
No, no.
Have you ever thought about buying some?
Not really, no.
No. Why not?
Well, first I didn't really know how you buy them,
Okay.
and then I think I saw how it looked complicated, and I didn't understand how you use it.
Okay. So it's not like going to your bank and buying some Canadian money.
Yeah, like I know there's mining, and but I don't know how to do that. Yeah.
Well, you can actually there's exchanges now.
Okay.
Yeah, like a website like Coinbase.com, and you can go to Coinbase.com, give them your ID like you would at a bank.
Yeah.
You can give them U.S. dollars, and they'll give you Bitcoin.
Right. Okay.
It has gotten simpler over the years.
Yeah.
So you don't need to mine it to get it anymore.
But it doesn't have the value of like a dollar. So you
Well-
could lose your money. It didn't seem like a.
It isn't controlled by any government,
Right.
and there is nothing backing it like a government currency.
Right. Yeah.
So it's a little bit more like the stock market than currency.
Yeah.
Okay. But if you catch it at the right time, just like the stock market,
Yeah.
it could be of interest.
Yeah. Right.
Okay. Thank you very much. Hi.
Hi.
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
I do not.
Have you ever heard of it at all?
I have heard of it.
Okay, so what do you heard about?
That it is bigger than money, or it's like this big.
Okay, interesting. So Bitcoin is a digital currency. It actually doesn't have any physical, like paper money or coins. It's all online,
Oh, okay.
and it's not controlled by any government,
Gotcha.
and it's not backed by any government. So like our U.S. dollar, in theory, there's a whole bunch of gold in Fort Knox
Right.
somewhere that should we have a problem, they can pull out the gold and pay our debt, right?
Right.
This doesn't have that, which is interesting, right?
That is very interesting.
Have you ever thought about buying Bitcoin?
I have not. I know my husband has.
Ooh.
He knows more about that than I do.
So why did he do that?
Well, he hasn't bought it yet, but he wanted to because of the government doesn't have control.
So there's a value to it
Yeah.
then, and the government doesn't have control over
Yeah.
it. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Hi.
Hello.
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
Yes.
Great. What do you know?
Just that it is a cryptocurrency online.
Okay. What does that mean to you?
To me, it means that it's fake money, but also real money.
Ooh. Explain what you mean by that. That's a good definition.
Fake money in the way that it's not like physical, but real, that you can transfer it into real money.
Okay. So it isn't backed by any government.
No.
Okay, that's what you mean by the fake,
Fake
money,
money
part.
part, yeah.
Okay, but at the same point, it's real money because you can buy it and sell it.
Sell it, yes.
Okay, have you ever thought about buying it?
No.
Why not?
I don't have enough money.
Okay, you can buy like $10 worth of it.
Really? I did not know that you could buy like that minimal amount.
Yeah, you can buy $1 worth of it if you wanted to.
Wow.
So when did you first hear about Bitcoin?
Probably like a year or two ago.
Okay, when it hit the high of
Yeah.
$20,000.
Yeah.
Okay, so would you, if it was that high, would you buy it, or would you wait for some other point to buy it?
If I had enough, I would buy it.
Okay, interesting. Do you know who created Bitcoin?
No, I do not.
Okay. It's this guy named Satoshi,
Mhm.
and no one knows who he is. He never revealed his identity, and he owns like $1 billion of Bitcoin, and then he disappeared.
Wow.
Isn't that kind of cool?
That is kind of cool.
Yeah.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. Have a good
Hi.
Hello.
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
I know a little bit about Bitcoin, not too much.
That's okay. Tell me what you know.
Well, I do have a friend that does, like, he runs his computer and he's mining Bitcoin currently at the
Ooh.
moment.
Have
I
you
know
actually made money at it?
he's made a couple pennies. I actually, I have a couple friends that have, like, a couple of, like, currencies, like e-currencies and our online currencies.
Okay, so like Ethereum or Ripple or something
exactly
like
like that.
Okay.
I do know a little bit about blockchain.
that. Ooh, even better.
Yeah.
Okay, tell me what you know.
So I know I don't know if it's changed since I've like heard about it, but I heard there's different blocks, and pretty much people are mining to find I forget what the key is called, in order to
The
get
hash value.
the hash value to
Yep.
get for that block in order to get like a certain amount of Bitcoin.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah, you solve a crypto
Yeah.
thingy, and
Yeah,
if
yeah.
you're the first one to solve it, it gives you money.
Yeah,
Okay. So, have you ever thought about buying Bitcoin?
I have, yes.
Okay. When did you think about it?
Not, I would say within the past 3 weeks.
Ooh, why now?
Well, this past summer it's kind of been like skyrocketing.
Because it went up so high.
Yeah.
Okay. So, would the current price of Bitcoin influence your decision? Meaning, if it was high or low, would it change how you thought about buying, or when you thought about buying? Like it's currently at $10,000.
Yeah.
Would you buy it at $10,000?
It definitely has some sort of influence in purchasing. I just feel like it's like a I don't know if it's a generation thing, but I just feel like it's gonna be like some sort of wave of the future.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And let's face it, I'm old, so the fact that I
Yeah.
even know about Bitcoin is kind of impressive. Whereas Bitcoin for you guys, you're going to be using it you know,
Yeah.
from here on out.
Yeah.
Okay. So, do you know who invented Bitcoin?
I do not.
Okay. Have you ever heard of Satoshi's treasure?
Yes, I have heard of the the theory of it, but I'm not like fluent with it. I guess I
Okay.
have heard of it. Yes, though.
So it's a treasure hunt?
Yes, I guess. And so like, kind of. I
Okay.
guess. Yeah.
Awesome. You're the first person who's ever said yes to that so far. That's my first interview who knows what Satoshi's treasure is.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
No problem.
Hi.
Hey,
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
no, not really.
Have you ever heard of it at all?
Yeah.
Okay, so what have you heard?
It's cryptocurrency,
Okay, yeah.
supposed to be pretty secure. There was like a big bubble, got pretty pricey, and then it popped, and it's worth a lot less now, I think.
I think you know a lot more than you think.
Well, I have like a pretty like layman's understanding of it. I don't really understand like the mining thing. I don't really understand like I don't know
Okay.
a lot about
Well,
it.
the mining part is actually kind of simple. So you were talking about it's secure, right?
Mm-hmm.
So mining just says every time a transaction occurs, they have to solve a really hard math problem to make the transaction secure.
Okay.
And whoever solves that problem first gets a piece of the money.
Hmm.
That's what mining is.
Okay.
Have you ever thought about buying cryptocurrency?
Yeah, before, not now.
So now that it's up so high, you wouldn't buy it now.
I just wanted to buy things then that I don't really want to buy now.
Oh.
So
So there were people that were willing to take cryptocurrency?
yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Thank you.
yeah, no problem.
Hi.
Hi.
Do you know anything about Bitcoin?
I know a little bit, but not too much about it.
Cool. What do you know?
I know some friends who have been very successful with Bitcoin.
They've bought it?
Yes, like years ago.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah.
So why were they successful?
I think because it was so long ago that it wasn't, you know.
So the price was low.
Yes, and the price was low. No one really knew about it.
And now the price is higher.
Yeah.
Do you know if they held it or sold it?
As far as I know, the people have held it.
Okay,
and
interesting.
used it for like student loans or like various things.
Really?
Yeah.
So they cashed out some and paid off loans with it.
Yeah.
That's great. Have you ever thought about buying any?
Not now because it's a lot, and I feel like now there's a little bit more controversy in all of it. But
Tell me what you mean by controversy.
I don't know too much. I've just heard it's a little bit less like reliable, and
Okay.
people are starting to
Well,
say
so
more negative things.
there was a bunch of hearings in the U.S. government a few
Right,
days
right.
ago. So, of course, the U.S. wants its share of taxes.
Right,
on
right,
it.
yeah.
So the good news for your friends is they probably sold it before that happened.
Probably, yeah.
So would there be a case where you'd ever buy Bitcoin?
I would have to look into it because now there's also a lot of competitors.
Okay. Like
So-
Ethereum and.
Right.
So you wouldn't just look at Bitcoin; you'd look at other ones. as
Right,
well.
and see if any of them are worth investing in or which ones are worth investing in.
Okay. So you'd consider it investment, not just like a
I feel
credit
like-
card to buy things
Right.
with.
I feel like at this point you have to also because it's expensive. So it's not just like a purchasing of something anymore.
Yeah. Thank you very much.
Yeah, no problem.
Hi.
Hi,
Have you ever heard of Bitcoin?
I have.
What do you know about Bitcoin?
It's a cryptocurrency.
What does that mean?
It's like money, but it's digital.
Okay. So there's no pennies, coins, dollars.
No.
Okay. Who controls Bitcoin?
It's decentralized. Use a technology called the blockchain.
Wow, very nice.
About as much as I know.
Okay. Have you ever bought Bitcoin?
I have not.
Have you ever thought about buying Bitcoin?
Not seriously.
Why not?
I don't know. I haven't done much research into it.
Okay. Have you looked at other cryptocurrencies besides Bitcoin, like Ethereum or Ripple or?
Not the
No.
differences between them. I'm aware they exist, but
But
not
Bitcoin's
not much beyond that. I
the
know
one
Bitcoin is
you know the most.
pretty
about?
much the dominant
Okay.
for the most part.
Do you know who created Bitcoin?
Not off the top of my head, no.
Okay. Guy named Satoshi, and he's anonymous. No one actually knows who he is.
Yeah.
But he owns billions because he created
Created it, yeah.
So you really not interested in buying it, just knowing it's good to know about.
I know people who have it, so
Okay.
it's something that I might possibly look into. I just haven't had the time or the energy to devote to it yet.
What do they use it for?
I'm not sure. I know a couple. It's more of like an investment for them, I think.
So they just put a
they
few
try
bucks
and-
away
yeah,
and see what
and-
happens type
yeah,
thing?
I know a couple people who spend a lot of money trying to mine it.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
And a couple people who just invest
Just bought
U.S.
some.
dollars into it in the hopes that it will grow in value over time.
Thank you very much.
No problem.